Hi, I'm Paul. Welcome to your practice today. We're going to do a jam session class. We've got many of these on the channel. The jam sessions are fun. They're playful. There's going to be a good amount of challenge for everybody. It's a full body practice. We'll move through all the different parts. So expect some deep stretches and a good amount of strengthening as well today. If you have a blanket, have it nearby. If you don't have a blanket, that's okay. We can always roll up our mat instead. And I'm so happy to be here on the mat with you. Let's get jamming. We'll begin on all fours. If you're able to come to all fours with your hands turned back, with fingers pointing towards knees, work it like that. If it's too much pressure in the wrists, you can always turn your hands to face forward. Okay, from here, let's extend right leg in the air behind us and arch the spine. So think cow position or dog tilt. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, round, bringing knee to or towards the nose. Inhale, stretch it back, open it up. Exhale, do it again. One more time. Inhaling to extend. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, stretch the leg straight back, then bend the knee, and 3 times we're going to pump the leg up and then bring it back to this initial position. So pump the leg up, bring it down. Pump up, down, pump up and hold at the highest point. Push a little higher. Exhale, bring your right knee to the floor. Let's stretch the left leg back. Arching in dog position, dog tilt. Take a breath in. Exhale and round, left knee towards the nose. Inhale, open it up. Exhale and round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Bend the knee 3 times. Let's push it up. Press up and down. Press up, down, up and hold. Take it a little higher. Exhale, release. If your hands are turned back, turn them to face forward and just shake out one wrist and then shake out the other. Walk your hands forward of your shoulders a few inches. Grip the floor, melt your chest towards the earth. Stretch up and back to downward facing dog. Okay, we'll bend a knee, straighten the other leg. And connect to your breath. Breath flowing in and out through the nose. So intensely focused on breath and alignment and lighthearted, adventurous spirit, right? We're bringing that to our practice. Okay, root your inner thighs back, lifting your hips higher. Lift your shoulders another inch or so away from the ground and press through the arms, press the floor away. From here, walk your hands to the back of your mat. So come into a standing forward fold at the back of the mat. Feet hip bone distance apart, loosen up for your first forward fold. Maybe sway hips side to side. Just find what works for you. You can always bend the knees a little bit or even a lot, lifting your tailbone towards the sky. Inhale, come into a half forward fold, lengthen forward. Exhale, bow. Again, inhale, halfway. Exhale and fold. Relax your jaw. Pad your hands forward, downward diggity dog. Now bend both knees, bringing knees almost to the floor. So you're still in down dog, hips up and back. Take a breath in. Exhaling, shift forward to plank, right knee taps upper right arm. Inhale back to the bent knee dog. Exhale, right knee, upper right arm. One more time. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to arm. Step through, lunge, and we'll come into crescent lunge. So keeping the back leg lifted, rise, stretching arms up alongside the ears. Now you can always modify your crescent lunge with the back knee on the floor. Anchor your tailbone down. Just feel a lift through your belly, what's known as Uddiyana Bandha, this upward flying lock, this movement of energy as we get lighter in the upper body. Sink deeper into the front leg. With your next exhale, bring your hands to the floor. walk them forward of the front foot on your fingertips and just step your left foot forward a few inches. And then from here, lift your back leg and try to stretch your front leg straight. Now, if you need to keep the front knee bent some, you're welcome to do so. You can also have hands on blocks. Now let's bend the right knee deeply, and with the left toes, just lightly tap the back of the mat and then lift back up, stretching front leg straight. So think like a squat here. Do it again. Lift up. We're going to do it 3 more times. You have the option to have hands on the floor, or just lift your hands an inch or so off the floor and try to do it balancing. Bend the right knee as you tap, and back up. Bend the right knee. It's all just going to be a little bit strengthy today, working some strength. One more time. If your hands are off the floor, bring them to the floor. Step back to lunge. Lower your back knee. Stretch your front leg straight for a runner stretch, or Ardha Hanuman. Turn your belly over your thigh, lengthen and fold. So right heel presses down and pulls back. You want to feel tone in the hamstring. Relax your face. One more breath here. With your inhale, lengthen forward, bend your knee back to downward dog. Let's bend both knees almost to the floor, hips up and back. 3 times we'll tap. Left side. Ready? Left knee, upper left arm. Inhale back. Left knee, upper left arm. Inhale back. Left knee, upper left arm. Step it through. Crescent lunge. Rise up. Reach arms out to the sides, up overhead. Lift through the belly. Sink deeply into the front leg. So tailbone anchors down and spine extends, lengthens upward. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step the back foot in just a little bit. Walk your hands even further forward perhaps as you lift the back leg, stretch front leg straight. Keeping the hands down, twice we'll tap, and then we'll have the option 3 times to lift hands. Ready, bend the left knee, tap. It's good quad and hamstring strengthening. Number 2, tap right toes. Keep hands down or lift perhaps. 3, 4, 5. Hands down, step back to lunge, lower your back knee, front leg straight, Ardha Hanuman. So press your left heel down, try to pull back, feel hamstring light up, the muscles fire up. Spread your toes, draw the outer edge of your left foot back. After your next exhale, inhale, lengthen forward, bend the knee, step back to plank pose. Come all the way to the floor, bending your elbows, pull through for cobra. Lifting through the side body, draw your shoulders back, lift your chest towards the sky. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward about ½ inch. Turn the toes out and ground the heel. Bring your left knee towards the chest. Okay, from here, right hand holds outer left foot, if you can get there. If not, just keep your right fingertips on the floor. And we'll stretch left leg straight over to the side. So we're getting funky, stepping into our side angle pose. From here, just start to sweep the left leg forward, coming into Parsvakonasana. Left heel lines up with the right arch. You could always modify with left forearm on thigh. Right arm alongside the ear. You could go hand to floor or block as well. Let's root the right thigh bone back and widen and anchor the tailbone under as we stretch and reach out. That movement, thighs back, tailbone under, creates a lot of power in the pelvic floor and through the belly. So you should feel this lift again. Next inhale, triangle pose. Stretch your front leg straight. You go left hand to floor, block or ankle as you reach your right arm for the sky. Ground through your legs from your pelvis, root down. Right thigh bone back, left buttock scooping under. One more breath. Exhale, release. Right hand to the floor. Downward facing dog. Good, left foot steps forward just slightly. Ground the heel, right knee towards the chest. With your left hand, reach over the top of the right foot to grab the outer foot and stretch it straight over to the side. And then gracefully step it forward into side angle pose. Parsvakonasana. Right hand to the floor or right forearm to the thigh, left arm alongside the ear. Root your left thigh bone back and widen, right buttock. Scoop it under and just stretch, reach to the arm. If you're feeling tight, if you're feeling tense, just remember to soften, breathe. Remember, we're bringing this sense of joy to be on the mat. What a gift to practice. Even sometimes we have to work through some intense stuff in the body or in the mind. We're facing serious challenge in life. Can we still, let's go front leg straight, triangle pose. We're going to still find ourselves in the moment, just here with what is, meeting ourselves as we are, and holding a space of lightness as we move through our practice. So right buttock scoops under, externally rotating the right thigh. One more breath. And exhale. Bend the knee, release, come onto the toes of the back foot, and we'll step forward to standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhaling, rise all the way up. Exhale, lower your arms. If you have a blanket, roll your blanket up. Otherwise, you could roll your mat. You could even roll your mat just about halfway. And then go right toes up on the roll, left foot back behind for pyramid pose. Pushing through the right big toe mountain. We will take this into half moon as well. So if you use a block for half moon, just have it nearby. And let's fold forward. Half moon's a tricky one with the foot up on a roll, right? If you think about one-legged balancing pose, to not have your foot flat on the earth, it's pretty funky. All right, so left hip draws forward, right hip draws back. Just breathe here and feel like you're pressing on a gas pedal. Push through the right big toe mountain. From here, half moon, just bend the front knee, step in, right hand to the floor or to a block. Now resist hyperextension. It's very easy to hyperextend here. Top of the right shin presses forward, top of the right thigh presses back. Open the left hip. Look down if you need to. If you want to play with it, look up. It's definitely more difficult to balance looking up. The left hand to the floor, left foot to the roll. Step the right foot back, pyramid pose. So right hip drawing forward, left hip drawing back. Push through the left big toe mound. You can also do this if you don't have a roll or you're not rolling your mat up. Just do it with your left foot flat on the ground. Get shifted into the front leg. Left hand walks forward, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Left hand on the floor or a block. Open the right hip, stretch, reach through the legs. The left buttock scoops under and presses in towards the midline. No hyperextension. Good. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Let's step the right foot on the roll as well, so both feet are up. And then step off of the roll. If you're using a mat, you can unroll your mat again, coming into a standing forward fold at the front of the mat. And then we go back to downward facing dog. Step it back. Just notice how open your body feels after some solid movement here. And inhaling, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step through, lunge. Now walk your right hand forward of your right shoulder a few inches and have your right hand flat to the floor. Let's come onto the outer right foot as you turn your left foot over to the left side of the room and sink your hips down. Okay, so your right shoulder is not directly over the wrist. You want to be forward of the wrist, hips sinking down. Going to reverse this all the way to the back of the mat. It's the same position, but this is a fun little maneuver. So we lift the hips up and then we're turning towards the back of the mat. Left hand comes forward to the left shoulder, turning the right foot out. Sink the hips down, look over the right shoulder. So let's do it 2 more times each direction. We lift up and go to the front of the mat. Inhale and come up. Exhale to the back of the mat. And just make it as smooth as it's going to go for you today. Inhale, rise up, coming to the front of the mat. Inhale, rise up, going to the back of the mat. Inhale, lift up. Let's go to wide leg forward fold. We rise up, bow in, crown of the head reaching towards the floor. And then lengthen forward. Pull the right heel in slightly so the right toes point towards the back right corner of the mat. Skandasana. Shift into the right leg, hips towards the floor. If you need to lift your right heel or have your hands on the floor, do so. If you're able to keep off the floor, you'll work it like that. And from here, have a seat. So we sit the hips down. With the left hand, we'll hold the right ankle. So we're going to do a side stretch. It looks like this. If you struggle here, you could also bring the right foot flat and work your side stretch like revolved Janu Sirsasana. If you're able to work it, left hand holding right ankle, right arm alongside the ear. Just lean over and work towards grabbing your foot. Don't worry if you can't grab your foot. Just moving in that direction. And then look under the right arm as you press the right knee open. Again, just bringing an adventurous, playful spirit to the mat. Draw the right shoulder back. And inhale, we rise up. Going to a wide leg forward fold. Just however you want to get there. My transition was not super smooth, and that's okay. Left heel comes in, left toes out. We're going Skandasana to the left. So we shift hips towards the floor. Right, my hands are out in front, but you could have hands on floor. Good, and have a seat. Oof. Right hand holding left ankle, left arm alongside the ear, reaching towards the right foot. Remember how to modify if you need. Press the left knee open as you look under the left arm. Relax your face. Keep pressing left knee open. One more breath. And inhale, we'll rise up. Let's come into a seated wide leg forward fold. So separate feet wide, turn your thighs in, widen your seat back and apart. And we'll fold forward, walking your hands forward or holding on to your feet. Could always use a belt. If you're tighter here, you could even keep hands behind you, pressing down and lifting up. Just relax your face. A few deep breaths. Inhale, slowly rise up. Hands under the knees to pull your knees in. Let's come onto our back for Happy Baby. Fun little jam session. Hope you feel stretched out, ready to go, ready for your day. You can extend your legs out for Shavasana. Feet a little wider than hip bone distance apart, palms turned up. Just relax, let go. . going to leave you here in Shavasana. Please stay a while if you can. Enjoy the stillness, enjoy the quiet. Thanks for being on the mat with me today. I hope you enjoyed practice. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Never miss one of the 3 new classes we add each week. Always a gift, a pleasure, and an honor to be with you on the mat. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.